Hey, this is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin, and we're back again. So listen here. So the question is this that needs to be answered now. Why do people fail? Just why do people fail? They read the books, they go to the seminars, they meditate, they look at the chakras, they go to the psychics, right? We work hard, right? I'm sure you're working hard, like every single day, but you never make any money, right? You still can't afford the Lamborghini. You still can't afford the trips around the world. You can't go to the 5-star hotels, right? You're still penny pinching. And you're like, what is wrong? What am I missing here? So listen, from helping hundreds of thousands of people over the last 5 years, I've discovered the reason why people fail, okay? The reason why the average person will always fail. This is what The Secret doesn't talk about, right? And what I want you to do is open your mind real quickly here, okay? And as you listen closely here, I want you to understand that the reason why most people fail, they never make millions of dollars and never manifest the things that they want now, it's because they don't understand the intention, okay? Now, you probably have heard this word before, intention. Well, Wesley, what does intention really mean? Write this down. The intention is basically this. What do you want? What do you want? You might say, Wesley, I know what I want. I want to be rich. Right? I want to travel around the world. I want to spend money on Chanel purses. I want to buy myself brand new cars. And I want to buy mansions. And I want to be able to leave my job. And I want to be able to fly around the world to beaches and run butt naked drinking mimosas and mojitos, right? Now listen here. That's cool and great. But the problem is this. This is why the average person doesn't understand what the intention means. Because a lot of you right now, you may say, well, I want to be successful. Listen, and I want you to write this down because I need you to have a notepad as you're listening to this audio here. Listen. The reason why you're failing with your intention is because you're not clear. Write this down. Clarity is power. Now listen, I'm going to dig very deep into the science of this because you may say, clarity is power. What do you mean, Wes? So let me give you an example. Say if you go to McDonald's. Now, I don't go to McDonald's, right? Because I don't want to eat that type of food. But just say if you did, okay? Let's speak hypothetically. You go to McDonald's, and you go to the cashier, and the cashier asks you, what do you want? And you say, well, I want a burger. And the cashier says, okay. What kind of burger? Oh, well, I want a double cheeseburger. Okay. Do you want lettuce? Do you want tomatoes? You want mustard? You want mayonnaise here? Right? Do you want a sesame seed bun? Now, what am I doing here? Now, understand something about the average person when they start to think about what they want. They're too general. You're too vague, right? To be vague means I want to be successful. I want to be financially free. I don't want to be poor anymore. I'm tired of all this poverty. I'm tired of this job. I hate my job. I can't stand my car. I hate my house. I'm tired of being miserable. I'm tired of being depressed. That's a lot of you, like you right now, right? Write this down, please. Clarity is power, which means is when you're understanding what your intention is and when you're writing that down now, and you have to be very detailed, which means it's not enough to say, I want to be successful. When, in a moment, you're going to write down your intention. And what I want you to do is this. Instead of saying, well, my intention is to make $10,000 a month. My intention is to make $1 million this year, which many of you will. My intention is to fly to countries around the world. What I want you to do is take an intention, and I want you to think about the one thing that you want to do. Say, I'll give you an example. When I first started this, what you're going through right now, my intention was to earn $5,000 a day. Okay, that was my intention. But I soon discovered that wasn't enough. And let me tell you why that wasn't enough. Because $5,000 a day is not what I really wanted. So you think that you really want papers or sheets of paper with dead presidents on it, right? You may say, yeah, Wesley, I do. No, you don't. See, what you actually want is you want the experiences and the things that the paper, which we call currency money, will give you. So what I want you to do is, I want you to think about, well, what type of life do you want to live? What type of experiences do you want to have? What do you want to buy? What do you want to purchase? What do you want to contribute? Now, this is where it gets tricky here, because you might think, well, it's so much stuff that I want, Wes. You know, how can I get focused on one thing? Because I want so much. I want you right now to think about the one thing, if you could have it and manifest it right now, that you will feel better, that you feel that you're achieving something. Remember something. A lot of you, I understand you have huge goals and big goals and these outrageous dreams. But remember something about your mind. Your mind has to believe and conceive exactly what you want to achieve. That means when you have an intention of something that you want, your mind has to be able to conceive it. Some of you might say, I want to make $1 million a month. Your mind can't conceive that. You're not even making $40,000 a year. Some of you might say, well, I want a jet. I want a $30 million jet. So the question is, why? Why do you want a $30 million jet? Right? Listen, let me tell you a story. So I was doing an interview for Forbes years ago, and I had my video guy recording me, and he was basically getting some information from me about, basically how to manifest. And I was written up in a couple of articles online about this technology here being able to manifest whatever you want without a lot of work. And he said, Wesley, I like some of the things that you shared in the audio and the video here. Can I ask you a question? I want to be rich, man. I want to be able to be a millionaire. And he was a young man in his 30s. And I said, let me ask you a question. I know you want to be a millionaire, but what do you really want? And this is a powerful question here. I want you to remember that. Now, what do you really want, young man? He said, you know what, Wes? All I really want, man, I just want a nice car, maybe a 3 or 4 bedroom home. I want to be married. I want to have a few children. I said, a few kids. And I said, young man, listen to me closely here. You don't need $1 million. You don't need $83,000 per month to do that. And he was like, oh. And what I'm telling you right now is, you're stuck on becoming a millionaire, but maybe you don't need that much money to have the life that you want. The average person fails because they're not clear about what they want. So what I want you to do is, I know a lot of you wrote down what you want. You should do that now on a sheet of paper. Please do that. Like, don't listen to me and don't do it. I want you to write down, what do you really want? What would really make you happy? Take money out of the equation for a second. What would really just make you so happy that would bring tears of joy to your eyes? Think about it for a second. I want you to write that down. Okay? Now, whatever you wrote, this is your intention. Whatever you really want. Now, listen, it's not about, see, the thing is, we get too married and we believe what the media says about being a millionaire. We see, Kim Kardashian. We see LeBron James. We see all these famous people, and they worth 500 million, 1 billion, Kanye West, right? And we're like, yeah, I want that. But what you're not understanding is, I'm pretty sure their focus, their prime main focus wasn't to be a billionaire. I don't think Kanye West was his main focus. I think his focus was to be able to develop the skill to create something magical with his shoes, with his apparel, right? Called Yeezys. Make sense? So what I want you to do is, and this is very new and different from anything you've ever heard. All I want you to do is think about, well, what do I really want? Like this year, like, what do you really want from this program? What do you really want for your life? If you got it, that things will be great, that you'll feel happy, you'll feel achieved, you'll feel that things are working. So go ahead and write that now, okay? Go ahead and write that now. Okay, great. Now, I want you to take the intention, you're not done yet, and I want you to put it on your wall in your bedroom, okay? I want you to either type it out or write it down. Now listen, these are exercises that you want to do now, okay? It's important. This is exactly what I did. And I changed my entire life here. So what I want you to do, I want you to take that sheet of paper that you wrote down your intention. And remember, you have to ask yourself what you really want. And understand this, it may not come to you automatically, right? You may have to think for a while. You may have to open your mind and say, Wesley, or whatever your name is, what do I want? What do I really want from my life? I don't want you to think about how you're going to do it. I don't want you to think about who you need to get it done. I don't want you to think about the how to. All I want you to do is say, what do I want? Put that on a sheet of paper right now. Write it down. And then write down, what do you really want? And whatever that is, I want you to take that sheet of paper and I want you to print it out. I want you to make copies of it. And I want you to put it everywhere around your home, okay? Does that make sense? Everywhere around your home, okay? Put it on your refrigerator, your bathroom mirror. Put it in your bedroom, okay? Every room in your house, I want you to put what you really want. Now, this is important here, okay? This is very important. Listen close here. I want you to write the intention as if it is already happening. Such as, say, if you say, you know what I really want, Wes? I just want a $400,000 house. I want 2 luxury Lamborghinis, okay? And I want to be able to retire my parents so they never work again, which means I want to be able to give them $3,000 every single month for the rest of their lives, okay? So what I want you to do is, I want you to say, I am so grateful now that I have 2 Lamborghinis. I'm so grateful now that I have a $400,000 house. I'm so grateful now I've retired my parents and now I give them $3,000 a month. Does that make sense? Now listen, it's all about your intention. I gave you an example. All I want you to do is, because understand something about the brain. That's going to be in the next module, the rules of the mind. Because I'm going to break down why the mind is so difficult, but yet so simple to program to get what you want. I want you to write this in the present, because remember something about the mind, which you're going to learn later, that the mind is very simple, which means is the mind doesn't know and understand the future and the past. So we say things like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to get that car. No, your brain doesn't work that way. And we've never been taught this, unfortunately. Listen, try it and watch the results happen fast. I want you to say, I'm so grateful now. This is what I used to write. I'm so grateful now that I earn $5,000 a day that allows me to travel to whatever country I want, first class, and go to all the 5-star restaurants and be able to spend money how I want, okay? I said I'm so grateful now, okay? Write that down, please. I want you to take that sheet of paper and I want you to put it everywhere in every room in your house. As a matter of fact, I want you to put it in your car. And I want you to sign your name, because this is your commitment to you. And this is your commitment to you manifesting everything that you want. Understand something. Whenever you write down your intention, it must be in the present moment. The brain doesn't understand the future and the past. This is why you can think about something right now that took place in your past 5 years ago and you can get pissed, upset. You can think about some horrific event that took place in your life and all of a sudden you can get mad. But yet that happened 5-10 years ago. The brain only understands and comprehends things that happen in the present, which means what we're doing here, we're sort of hacking our brain. So we say, I'm so grateful now I'm rich. I'm so grateful now that I'm earning this much money per month. I'm so grateful now that I just retired my parents. I'm so grateful now that I have a brand new Rolls Royce in my garage right now. I'm so grateful now that I'm able to contribute to the poor and homeless around the world. I'm so grateful now that I'm the greatest singer on the planet. I'm so grateful now that I'm the greatest photographer on the planet. You see what I'm doing here? All I want you to do is write that down, okay? Whatever your intention is, right now that you're writing, All I want you to do is write it and with the point of, I'm so grateful now that it's happening right now. Okay? It's going to be very powerful in the next module here. Okay? Much love. Let's go!